Hello everyone, welcome back to the review of Unit 8, Vesuvius' Revenge. And earlier we talked about the volcano and kind of the historical aspect of this island, Pompeii, and what happened, and about the Canadian woman who took these artifacts that dated back to 79 AD. And over time she got sick and she kind of attributed that sickness to these artifacts that she took. Date back to.
Date back to.
She felt so bad that she took these, that she wanted to set things right after 15 years. And so she wrote a letter to the Pompeii kind of national government agency over the artifacts and wrote a letter saying how sorry she was, and she mailed back the artifacts to them. And actually they reported that many people hadn't been doing this, sending back things because of, bouts of illnesses or situations, misfortune. Set things right.
Set things right.
Are there any places in maybe your country or the continent that are reputed to have curses?
Oh yes, Egypt.
Yes, number one, I think.
Right. So I think for those who don't know, many people are interested in these type of things, but there are many people who believe that the mummies of a lot of the pharaohs, there's a curse on the mummies. If you disturb their slumber, you will have a curse.
Yeah.
And they say people who discovered, as we saw in the article also, people who discovered these mummies and opened up the tombs and everything, some of them died, and that made people believe it even more.
Slumber.
Slumber.
Just like the Canadian woman taking something, when you go on a trip, what are some of the best souvenirs to bring home?
Well, I am a very stereotypical tourist with my fridge magnet. But I do have another thing. I always have to buy a wind chime.
Oh, okay.
Yes, like everywhere I go, I need to find a place where I can buy a wind chime.
Okay.
That's my thing. My grandmother started doing it like years and years and years ago.
My grandmother as well, yeah.
Yes, and I picked up, on this habit, and so that's my thing. What about for you?
I'm the same typical tourist in that manner. Little fridge magnet, the best, I think.
Yeah, you need to fill the fridge.
Yeah, or somewhere on metal, you just collect something.
Yes.
Yeah, because everything else I feel like I lose or I might throw away.
Right.
I always just try to get something to see and just think about.
Right, like buying things like statues and that, it's in the way, it's not useful. Fridge magnet's not bothering anyone. It's there.
They're
it's
useful
not in the way.
too.
It's
Put
useful.
some papers.
I do use it. I put photos on my fridge, so it comes in handy.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, that's the end of the review, and we hope to see you on the next unit.